What is going on out there, YouTube? Fragrance Landia. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo estáis? I hope you're all doing well, looking good, feeling good, smelling fantastic, and accomplishing good things, at least, if not great. Hopefully great. I'm looking at another Oud collection today, guys. I know I'm coming late to the party. Apologies, but got my hand on this beautiful gem, Oud de Robert Piguet. So, obviously French, from France. This is the 100 ml, 3.4 fluid ounces. Let's get this out of the wrapper. Got the little barcode in the back. Reference, I guess that's a reference batch. Ingredients list. It's got his little RP, beautiful embossed on top. There's a batch code on the bottom. Trying to make it focus. Focus. I'm going real close. Maybe I'll trick it. Well, I don't know. Camera's refusing. Kind of get it right there. Anyways, whatever. I thought it looked taller in the online. Well, it says 3.4 ounces. It's not a very big looking bottle, but pretty handy, compact size. Very unfancy, very unpretentious. The cap is pressure fitted, quite cheap looking, if I might be totally honest. Bottle is not that artistic, and this is a very plain Jane sticker. Very, very vanilla bottle in presentation. I would give it about a 5 on a presentation scale. Oh, mama. Papa, 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 mama, mama, mama. Guys, from this opening of literally just, this smells, if it's anything like what my nose is picking up from this tiny, tiny hole, this smells freaking unbelievable. Now, I have not sprayed it yet, so I cannot claim to fully smell the juice. Le juice. Before we get into that, let's talk about the notes and the nose. And I want to talk about how divisive, once again, this fragrance has proven to be online. Got a decent rating on Fragrantica, nothing spectacular. Nose on this, guys, is Aurélien Guichard from France, one of France's leading noses and perfume developers, or perfumers. The notes are, we get saffron, styrax, come on, this window's acting up on me, myrrh, balsam fir, gaiac or guaiac wood, not sure about the correct pronunciation. I believe it's guaiac, but I could be wrong. Patchouli, and of course the agar wood oud. There may or may not be a tiny bit of cedar and a couple of other minuscule notes not listed, I'm sure, are in here. It's reputed to have a leather cord. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't see that on the notes breakdown, but some people claim there is some leather in here, not sure. So some people, for example, claim that it's extremely astringent and smells like cat piss. Pardon my French. That's not really French, it's English, but that's what we say here in America. America. Very animalic, metallic, strong. Again, a urine-like scent, zingy. leftovers from cat urine, but follows up with masculine citrus, pine, woodsy, patchouli. But I encourage you guys, get over to Fragrantica, look up Robert Piguet Oud, and read this letter written by this guy that just goes by JTD. JTD. He has a little stick figure icon with some balloons. It says me. Guys, this is one of the most fantastically written reviews and musings over this fragrance that I have ever read in my entire life. This guy deserves a job with one of the major magazines. I hope he writes professionally. Fantastic written article. I'm not going to read it verbatim. I could get in trouble for that. As a friend of mine recently pointed out to me, I don't have rights to use. Although this isn't technically copyrighted, it's technically on the Fragrantica website. So it kind of, sort of isn't. I'm not sure. It's not clear. But I will just say that this guy goes to the moon on how fantastic he thinks this is, and that his main takeaway is that the nose, the Guichard, really designed this in a classical sense, that he built around all the notes and accords, and he didn't try to hide things or suppress things. He didn't try to overly neuter the oud. He wanted to make it central. It's a, I don't want to say starkly central, but central nonetheless. It is refined, but other elements as well he used in a very sort of developmental way, not trying to hide things. Just behind a carton of vanilla sugar and tonka bean. Not that I don't like those notes, but they're just overly used and abused in modern perfumery. And I think we need to smell some of this real rich forestry palette, or true woods, true earth, something sometimes a little fecal. Again, that acidic metallic thing of that top note of similar to urine or uric acid. Real musk. I think that's what niche, and that's what real perfume lovers. They're not going for all those dirty, funky notes. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying they want a perfume that's honestly made, that harkens back to the 1800s and early 1900s, early 20th century, but does so with an eye, obviously, that is very contemporary, if that makes sense. So in other words, we're not trying to suppress all these notes, mute all these notes, neuter all these notes. We want to, make them rock out. We make them rock out in a way that works together synthetically, and that just becomes sort of a symphony of olfactory goodness and smells. So let's see what we get into. This, oh my God, it smells so fantastic from the little tiny aperture. I hope this smells. Wow. Oh, baby. Wow. Woo. Yeah, I see what they're getting. There is an aldehydic. Man, wow, guys, there is a frickin' leather accord in here that would just make a lot of the so-called leather perfumes out there just jump over backwards if they could even find what is in here to replicate it, because of this blows the you-know-what out of a lot of so-called leather fragrances. They can't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I see what they're saying. There is this little skanky, almost like almost a little bit like a cat urine smell. Almost just a little hint of some kind of cheese. There is definitely oud in here, guys. This is the real deal. If any of you guys out there are Arabic or Indian or otherwise or Persian and otherwise into Middle Eastern real ouds, y'all will flip over this, because this is not This is not a Western typical like, oh, there's like 2% oud in there. It's brushed off, scrubbed down, rubbed down, cleansed, and made safe for Western sensibilities. Guys, this is real freaking oud. Take it or leave it. It's a little bit tannic. There's something green in here. It's incredibly unique. It's brazen. It's bold. It's ballsy. Man, dude, guys, this is niche on steroids. This makes no apologies whatsoever. It just says, grab it, grab me, love me, wear me, smell me, or get the frick out of the way. This is incredible. And I can tell, guys, that it's going to dry down, in my opinion, to something that is simply incredible, powerful yet soft, radiant, projecting, and yet with this nice skin scent bubbles, scent bubble rather. Smelling it quite strongly, about 2 inches, well, maybe an inch, inch and a half off the skin. This is really, really a bold statement. And this guy wants to compare let's see, what does he say? He thinks this let's see. He says that like Bandit and Fracas, which also are Piguet's other 2 fragrances, amongst many others, of course, but like Bandit and Fracas, or Fracas, it has a caged animal quality that suggests a fragile safety. I don't want to read too much, I'm going to get in trouble, but also thinks that Germain Cellier would have loved Guichard's Oud. And he says it has another quality that often he thinks gets confused with age, like Vinveur, Cabochard, Youth Du, Nahima, Poison, Lulu, and even Angel. Anyways, he has some very incredible ideas and opinions. He thinks they're not remembered for the fact that they're old, or necessarily ultra unique, although they are quite unique, but because they are effing beautiful. And that he likes the fact that he believes they use the formal approach to create a new idea. And on a small note about sprays, he says, he says 1 is sufficient, 2 possibly uncomfortable, 3 traumatic. Wow, this is spectacular. This is niche on roids. The faint of heart are not, may not apply. No need to apply here. Move along. This is probably not office safe. It's probably barely date safe. I don't know. This is this is really unique, man. This is wow. I'm not sure if you'd get compliments or complaints wearing this, but it is brazenly bold. It's going to take me time to see what this dry down does, guys, but man, this is bold, 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 bold. This is one I might consider layering with the Atkinsons to tone down the animalic pungency. This Oud Save the King is creamy, velvety, just like caramel, vanilla, tonka bean with oud way, way dialed back in the background. Maybe this over this might save the day. I'm not sure many of us, even that are brazen enough, would rock out with Robert Piguet's Oud, but man, hats off to making a brazenly unapologetic, straight up, skanky, hardcore, green, herbaceous, and slightly metallic oud that just begs nobody for forgiveness. It's unapologetic. Wow, wow, wow. Again, I'm going to have to see what this dry down does. Get your nose on this, get a sample. I think it's going to tame down into something that's quite interesting and quite memorable, but is it for everybody? Hail to the no. It's bold. That's about all I can say, guys. Get your nose on a sample. It is unlike anything from the Western Hemisphere that I have ever smelled. And believe you me, guys, I have smelled easily way over 100, possibly 200 fragrances in my lifetime. Maybe more than that. I don't know. I'm not a beginner, but I'm nowhere near someone like Steven from Red Adolescence, who's literally probably smelled over 1,000 frags, perhaps. For sure, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds at any rate. I'm nowhere near that level, but I'm growing. I am definitely smelling new fragrances almost daily. But this is uber unique in the world of frags and perfumes and juices. Never smelled anything like it. It is ultra unique. Hats off to Robert Piguet line and corporate, whoever's at the top of their direction. And again, hats off to Aurélien Guichard for a brazen and bold, courageous blend here. So that's all I can say. This is definitely not for everyone. Definitely not for anyone under 25, in my opinion. And probably not under 30. Careful with the sprays and careful what you are about to do after you have sprayed it on. This one will require further thought and development. Again, you may want to layer with something sweeter and smoother just to kind of hide and tone down the extreme animalic pungency and skankiness, but it's really incredible, very bold, and I want to see where this goes in the dry down. That's going to do it. Thanks for joining me here today on this review of a very incredible and incredibly bold scent in a rather plain bottle, understated elegance. Again, I wish this cap wasn't cheesy black shiny plastic. It looks like it cost a nickel to make. Come on, Robert, and I know you're saving us some money in the bottle, and I do appreciate that, but I would honestly easily pay, $5 more if this were a fantastic bottle. Maybe even 10, something for the marketing department to think about. Sorry this ran kind of late, long rather, just wanted to get my mind into it, and this needed some time to talk about the uniqueness of this frag. I will catch you on the rebound. Thanks for tuning in. If you like, subscribe, hit the bell for future updates, and I will see you guys next time. Spray well, spray often, except in cases of extreme beast mode frags, and live life on your terms. Peace. I'm out, guys. Love y'all.